All right, we are recording. So welcome everybody. If you could really quick, we're super excited to do this little training for those of you who are new to the business. Some of you may even have been in the business for a while, but you just wanted to kind of refresh on the basics, which is awesome. So we're just basically going to cover the basics, like I said, of how to make money from your phone using this business opportunity. And so we got some notes on stuff we're going to talk about, and it might be a little bit like jumbled, but just bear with us because we got some good stuff to share with you guys. But if you don't know, my name is Ben Boyle, and this is my beautiful wife, Danielle.
Hi, guys.
And we are Ambassador Diamonds with It Works. We've been doing this company for about a little over 4 years now. And Nita says, I'm always a new student. That's awesome. And you guys, honestly, that's the cool thing, is that we're all still learning how to do this. And every day, like, you know, it's a new opportunity to get better at this. So it's really such an awesome opportunity. And we are so thankful for this business because it has seriously completely changed our lives. We had zero experience when we started. And, you know, when we first signed up with this business, just like a lot of you may have just signed up, we didn't have a clue what we were doing. We'd never done anything like this before. We did not have a social media following, and we did not have a big network. So
no,
there was nothing that we had that you don't have. And some of you may even be able to be more successful than we've been. So we're going to share with you just the basics of what we did to be successful, and everybody who follows these tips and follows like the methods that we lay out is successful. So that's what I can guarantee to you, is if you're willing to put in the work and if you're willing to show up, then this business can change your life just like it did for us. So let me go ahead and ask you guys this really quick. If you could, in the chat, and if you hear a whining animal in the background, I promise you no animals are harmed in the making of this video.
I think she wants to tell you guys hi. Lucy, say hi.
Oh my goodness, she's trying to climb up in your lap. This is Lucy. This is our dog. And she's very much the center of attention. So, okay. Okay, so really quick, if you guys in the chat, if you could just type in who you signed up with, who your enroller is, and also when you signed up, so how long you've been in. If you just joined today, you can even just put today. But we want to know who you signed up with and how long you've been in the business. Awesome. So I'm seeing, you know, some of you guys have even been in for a few months now, which is awesome. And some of you are just now brand new getting started. So we're going to hopefully be able to help everybody no matter how long you've been in. I love it. Just looking at all of these responses. Just a few weeks. Awesome. Okay, cool. So, like I said, I'm going to share really briefly our story, just so that you guys can know what is possible for you. Like I said, we started about a little over 4 years ago, and Danielle actually started doing the business before I did. So I was actually working a regular job at the time. I had, right before we started this business, I had actually lost the job that I thought was going to be my full-time career. And what's so crazy is that, like, you know, I didn't have a backup plan. I didn't have anything to fall back on financially when I had lost my job. And I wanted to share that as a little intro, because right now there's so many people that are in a similar place with what's going on in our world right now. So many people are in danger or have already lost their jobs.
How many of you guys have heard of people losing their jobs because of the coronavirus or not being able to go to their jobs? It's crazy.
Yeah, put a 1 in the chat if you have either personally or known somebody personally who's had their job affected by the coronavirus. so we're living in a crazy time where for us, this was just us. Like, we didn't have a backup plan. We were in that by ourselves, like wondering, hey, what do we do? We actually spent a good solid, I don't know, I would say close to a year trying to figure out how to not have that kind of thing happen again, how to like not have to worry about financial security. Because I found out that having a regular job was not that secure. And so we spent about a year like doing research. I joined a mastermind group of successful entrepreneurs to try to figure out, hey, what can I do to set my family up for success so that we can have residual income, can have something that we can fall back on. And they could even take us to the next level. And everybody kept telling us, hey, you need to find a good network marketing company and you need to go to the top. And at first I was like, for me, I had never done anything with this kind of business before. And I was just like, that sounds kind of crazy, because my concept of that was like, selling makeup or candles, which there's nothing wrong with. But as a guy, I was kind of like, how do I fit into this picture? And so if any of you are in a position where you're like, what am I getting myself into? What is this company about? And is this even legit? I want to tell you guys, I felt the same way starting off. And I was like, I don't know what this is all about. But the successful people that were coaching me kept saying, this is what you should do for real. And so I listened and I trusted their advice.
Have you guys ever heard that quote, in order to get something that you've never had, you have to do something you've never done? And that is so true. So we looked at a lot of successful people in life and people who are helping people who are making a difference in the world. And we were like, what are they doing? And they were doing an online business just like ours. And although we weren't open to it before, we started seeing that maybe we should be open to it. Maybe we're being closed-minded, and maybe there's like, this other path that could give us so many blessings that we had just kind of said no to. So we opened our hearts and like our minds.
And so we actually spent 3 months before we joined a company, because we didn't have any friends or family in a business that was asking us to join, which some of you may have, and that's okay, but we just didn't know anybody that did this kind of thing. So we actually spent 3 months researching all the different companies and opportunities out there. I'm sure you guys have seen multiple different work from home opportunities on social media or that people have talked about before. So we dug into all of them, and I'm like a real like nerdy kind of research person that spends probably more time than I should even looking at the details of these kind of things. And so some people were even saying like, you guys are acting like you're adopting a baby. You're spending so much time like looking into these different companies. So we
just wanted to join the best company out there.
We wanted to find the best one, because if we were going to do this, we wanted to do it right. And so after 3 months, this one business, this one company called It Works, kept coming up at the top of our list in every category, as far as like who pays their people the most money, who has the best products,
makes a difference in the world, like is so committed to helping people,
and just has like, a really positive culture. So all of those things.
Support system. Like we didn't know how to be successful. So I wanted there to be training, things that, we could learn and then apply.
And even just the fact that our company is super stable, completely debt-free, and isn't going anywhere. That was another thing that was super important to us. So we signed up with It Works, fully confident that, hey, we've done our research. There's no better company or opportunity out there. So I just want to share that with you guys in case maybe you don't know anything about this company.
You are in the right place
at the right time with the right group of people. And we can show you literally step by step how to reach whatever financial goal you want to reach. And for us, in just 4 short years after starting this business, now within 6 months, Danielle had already replaced my income that I was making full time. And then, within a year, making 6 figures, and every year since then, our paycheck has continued to grow. So, I just wanted to share that quick story of our journey with this, because you guys, if we can do this with 0 experience, 0 sales experience, 0 training, no skill set whatsoever, then you can. My background is I was an infantry officer in the Army. So that does not transfer over to online marketing. Okay. So if I can do this, then you can do this. So we're going to go over basically like what this is all about, how this works, and how you can be successful and reach your goals. If you guys like have a set goal that you have come into this business that you want to achieve, if you could put that in the chat, I would love to know what your guys' goals are. And don't be bashful. If your goal is to make $1 million, put that in the chat, because guess what? After just a little over 4 years in the business, this year, Danielle and I will have made $1 million with this business. Okay. So like if your goal is to make millions, then put that, because you can do that. If your goal is just to make an extra $100 a month, put that. That's okay too.
When I joined, I was like, you know what? I'm on social media anyway, and I'm getting paid $0 just from scrolling social media. So when I joined this business, I thought, well, if I can make $200 for shopping at Target, like girly things, like getting my hair done or nails, then that would be great. And I was like, at most, if I could like pay our rent, then that would be amazing, you know, because we lived in California. And I was like, if I could pay our rent, then that would be like a huge, amazing thing. And now all of our bills are paid by this business. We bought a house. So our house, we also are renting in California. So we have 2 properties, and all of our bills are paid for by this business.
And you know, guys, like Danielle said, when we started this, we were worried about being able to make ends meet and just being able to like pay off debt. But because of this, you know, now we're at a place where we're able to give more and support other people in orphanages in Mexico. And we're able to support people more than we were even making in a month because of what this business is allowing us to give. So there's so much that this can do for you. And I love the answers that are coming through in the chat. You know, so many people on every place in the spectrum. And I just want to encourage you guys that we can show you how to make that goal happen, no matter what it is that you are looking for. So let's jump in with the notes. The first thing I want to talk to you guys is just consistency. With our business, honestly, one of the most important things is just sticking with it and being consistent day after day. All right. This isn't a make $1 million overnight company, but if you work it day to day, then you will make $1 million eventually. All right. And
but the first day you sign up, you're not going to make $1 million. So the first day you're going to be like, oh my gosh, I don't know if I can, you know, you might be like, I don't know if I can be good at this or make money. But being consistent means that you keep working at it.
Yep.
Because when I first signed up, I thought, oh my gosh, I don't know if I can ever do this. But I was like, I am going to make a commitment that I'm going to be consistent. And so I kept working at it no matter what. I was like, no matter what, I'm going to keep working at it. Even if I feel like it's not getting anywhere, I'm going to keep working at it. And because of that, that's why we are where we are. And that's what consistency is. When I first joined the business, I heard people talk about consistency, and I was like, what does consistency even mean? I was like, I don't even get what that means. But it just means that every single day you are consistently working your business, and that no matter what, come hell or high water, you just continue to keep working it. And if you do that, you will be successful. The only way to fail at this business is to quit or just stop doing it.
That's the truth, you guys. So the only thing that stands between you and your goal is your decision of what you're going to do every day. And here's the next thing I want to say is just that, like, you know, I think sometimes when people get started, you know, they put up their first few posts, and if they don't get like a bunch of comments or a bunch of customers from those first few posts, they think, oh, like I'm not cut out for this. Like I can't be successful. I just want to tell you guys one thing, and that is that when we talk about consistency, people are watching you from day one. Okay. That doesn't mean that they're going to start commenting on day one. And most people honestly don't get a lot of comments on their first few posts, and that's okay. But when people are watching you day after day, and I can say this from experience, when Danielle first started, she didn't get a lot of people who were like saying, oh, like I'm ready to sign up today. But she kept posting every single day, regardless of what her response was. And she found out further on down the line, people started reaching out after like a couple weeks. You know, they were like, hey, I've been watching you. At first I thought this was just going to be a joke. There was a scam. Like, you know, I thought you were just like on some little whim.
Well, how many times have you guys seen somebody join a business and then they just stop? And that's what people expect. They expect that you're going to just join it and stop. That's why they don't comment at first. That's why they don't do anything, because they're like, oh, this is just a fad. But when you wake up every day and you show them, hey, I'm here, like when you're posting, that shows them that you're here and your store is open. You know, like when you drive by a store and you try and see if the store sign is open or not. Posting every day is like showing that your store sign is open. And when they see that every day, they start to realize, oh my goodness, she is serious about this. And so then they start paying attention even more. And then eventually they start signing up too, either to be a customer or a distributor.
And guys, guess what? Danielle has been posting every single day on her Facebook for the past 4 years plus. All right. And guess what? She has continued to get people all throughout that time come to her and say, hey, I've been watching you. Hey, I've been watching you. And you know what? I'm finally ready. And so I want you guys to think about this and know that Danielle is always posting every single day. So she's out there, and people know that if they want to lose weight, they can come to her. But if you start posting and you start posting for a week and then you stop, then those people that might have joined with you, if you aren't posting when they're ready to join, then they're going to go find somebody else who is. And maybe that's Danielle. Maybe that's somebody else who has been posting every single day.
Yeah.
But you want to make sure that whenever those people who are watching you are ready to join, that you're there ready for them.
So what that means, and just to give you guys a picture, when I started this business, my first few days, no one liked my first few days, I was even too scared to post. So I didn't even post on my first day because I was scared. Okay. But then I was like, okay, I'm going to just go for this. I'm going to do it. I realized I needed to start actually posting. So I started posting and no one liked or commented. But had I said, oh my gosh, no one's liking or commenting, they're just not interested, I'm not going to be good at this, those people would have gone and bought from somebody else. Yep. But I decided it's okay if no one's liking or commenting. All that is my job is to be consistent. So the next day I got up and I posted again. The next day I posted again. Guess what? Like Ben said, I have people telling me all the time. Somebody said, I've been watching you post for 3 years and I've been interested for 3 years, but I was too scared to message you. And somebody also messaged me one time saying, my cousin used to do this business, but she stopped posting. And so I don't think that, she does it anymore. So I'm going to sign up with you because you always are posting. Right. So that's the key. That's what we talk about with consistency is that you want to be the person that's always posting so that they don't go sign up with somebody else. They sign up with you. And it's okay if your first post doesn't get likes or comments like mine. You keep going. That's what's important, that you decide tomorrow I'm going to post, the next day I'm going to post. If you keep posting every day, you're going to have all of those people eventually become a customer or distributor.
And we're going to teach you exactly what to post, how to post. Danielle's going to give you all of that. So you guys don't have to feel like you even have to know like what to write or anything like that. So don't worry about any of those things. But just know that those simple tasks that basically we're going to show you, you just need to do them every single day.
Yeah.
And it doesn't take up a ton of time, you guys.
No.
This business does not have to consume your day. You don't have to spend like hours every day doing this. But if you are just willing to be intentional about making sure that you take the 10 seconds here and there to post during the day, that you do that every day so that you can get the most out of it. This business is seriously set up where it can take care of it can alleviate your stresses. It can solve your problems. All the things that you may think are getting in the way of you doing this business, whether it's stress, lack of time, like worrying about paying your bills, like this business can actually solve all of those things, but not if you are putting it as a last priority. Okay. If you make it a priority to make sure you do the simple things every day, then it will take care of all the rest. And that's what it's done for us. Because now all our like things that were problematic before are gone. So the next thing that I want to, and let me just say this too, guys. This business, you'll get out of it what you put into it. Okay. So the beauty of that is that, let's say that, you want to make $1 million, you want to go big with this, then you're going to have to show up for this like you want it to deliver for you. Okay. So you show up big and you really pour yourself into it full, like all in, then you can go really fast, really far and make tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands, millions of dollars. All right. If you just want it to be like, a hobby, if you want this business to pay you like just a little bit here and there, then that's okay. You can just put in a little bit here and there and it will pay you like that.
Whatever your goals are, it's okay.
Yeah. But just know that, if you work it like a hobby, it'll pay you like a hobby. If you work it like a multi-million-dollar business, then it'll pay you like a multi-million-dollar business. Okay. Next thing that I want to kind of dive into really quick is just self-development. And so you may not have thought that self-development would be something we would talk about on a new distributor training, but honestly, this business model, we get paid to grow as a person, and
we're just telling you this up front.
Yep. So if you like, you really need to understand that you need to be working on yourself every single day to be open to growth, to be open to like maybe getting a little bit outside your comfort zone, because the more you're willing to grow, the more your paycheck will grow. So what does that look like? What were you going to say?
I was going to say, like, for me, for example, when I first started, I was scared of posting. I was actually legitimately scared of posting. I was scared to post. And so I had to get out of my comfort zone a little bit to post about this business and these products, because when you grow, your paycheck grows. And so I had to get out of my comfort zone. And now I'm not scared to post at all. I love posting because I get to help a lot of people. But at first I was scared to post, So you may have different fears that you come up against. But that's the important thing, that there's no fear that you could have that will mean that you're bad at this business.
Exactly. And think about it this way, guys. Like, when you come into this business, unless you have already gone to the top of some other company or something like that, similar to this, then think of this like stepping into a brand new job. All right. When you come into a regular job, you don't know what to do. Like, you don't know what your daily responsibilities are. You don't know how it goes, right? You usually, for a regular job, you spend like the first month plus just training and learning how to do it, right? Well, this business is similar in that you don't have to know what to do. You don't have to understand it all. You don't need to have it figured out coming in. We're going to teach you everything you need to know. All right. So don't feel like you have to be good at anything, and don't feel like you have to reinvent the wheel.
You can be horrible at everything, and you can know 0 people, and you can have 0 followers, and we will teach you step by step what to do of how to be successful. You can be horrible. You do not have to be good at anything.
And when you come into a regular job, obviously the person training you has been in that job for a while, right? And so you're going to listen to what they say. If they say, hey, this is how to do it, then you're going to do it that way, because like, that they've been doing it, they know how to work it. All right. So when you're coming into this business, if you're signing up with Danielle or with another leader on this team, and we're showing you how to do something, just be open to trying it that way, because seriously, like, we've already tried so many different things and figured out what works well. And so don't feel like, you need to try it your own way and try to make, like, some people, they'll be like, oh, well, that doesn't sound like, saying it that way doesn't sound like me, so I'm going to like just write my own message and send it that way. But guys,
just be
save
willing
yourself
to try.
The time and energy. Just be willing to try it the way that we're showing you, because you'll be successful if you do it that way. And
we have our systems down to like a science. We spent a lot of time figuring out what works and what doesn't. Like, we took that time and did it for you. So at this point, we know what works, we know what doesn't work, so we can save you all that time.
So another thing too is like, be feeding yourself and like, work this business from day one. Don't wait to learn, but learn while you work. Okay. So let's say you're putting up your post every day and you've got 5 minutes here and there. Go and like listen to top leaders from our company. Like, like go on YouTube and look at Jade Hooper. She's got videos.
Actually, just message your upline asking for a good video.
Yeah. But
you don't need to search on YouTube, because you'll probably not even know what you're looking for.
But when Danielle first started, like, she soaked in the training from her enroller and from the people that she joined this business with. And she just was like, hey, what else can I listen to? What else can I learn?
Yeah, like when you're driving in your car, you can play like an inspiring YouTube video about success. Like even just those
Yeah.
little things, they will encourage you,
Yeah.
like, I don't know about you, but like we go to church and like every time after church, I'm like, I'm in such a better mood and I feel so inspired and so encouraged. Like that's kind of what you can do on a daily basis with like YouTube videos. We have lots of videos. If you don't know where to look for those at, we have lots of like videos that you can listen to, but those little things will like brighten your mood and also help you understand that every successful person starts at zero. Every successful person feels like they're not going to get anywhere. Every successful person, like, feels that struggle of what it's like to succeed and they overcome. And so when you listen to other successful people, it shows you that you're not alone.
Yep. So, so we're just talking about self-development and how like learning throughout this process is just really essential for you to continue to like get better. And we're always still doing that. All right. The next thing is, just again, don't feel like if you don't make it to the top rank in this company in your first 2 weeks that you're a failure. Okay. The people who are at the top ranks of this company, like Daniela is, it took her 4 years to get there. And it doesn't have to take you that long because, like we said, we've figured out the system now. So there's people going a lot faster now.
But no matter what your pace is, you just keep going.
Yep.
That's the whole point of this whole thing, is that you keep going.
So just keep going for it. Don't take breaks with this, you guys, and don't stop or pause or quit, because honestly,
I have never taken a break from my business, not even once. Not even when my dad was in the hospital and fighting for his life, not when my grandmother was in the hospital. I've never, not even when I was sick, I've never taken a break from the business.
You want this, even if all you're doing is just putting up a post every single day, don't ever stop with that. Don't ever pause with that, because the consistency over the long term is what is going to change your life.
That's what brings the most momentum.
Yep.
So if you truly want to make income with this, you just keep doing it every single day. And I have a friend, Shar, she went presidential working this business for 2 hours a day. Presidential is where you make like on average $20,000 a month. And she worked this business 2 hours a day. She's a lawyer and she works this business because she had school loans, even with being a lawyer. And so she started working this business and she just committed. I'm working it for 2 hours a day. You know what I mean? So you just want to make sure every single day that you keep having that consistency. Yeah.
Another thing is keep in your mentality. I want you guys to just remember this. And that is that if somebody tells you no, like, let's say somebody's interested in the products and then they say, oh, like, I'm not going to order from you right now. That's completely okay. That's completely normal. People are going to tell you no. And honestly, you should be celebrating every no that you get. I want you guys to just remember, anytime somebody tells you no, that is one step closer to somebody telling you yes.
Like tell them about a deck of cards.
Yeah, this business is like as if you're flipping through a deck of cards. In every deck of cards, there are 4 aces, 4 kings, and 4 queens. If you're looking for an ace, then if you flip over a card and it's a 6 of hearts, are you going to be like, oh, I'm a failure? No, you just know to keep flipping, right? You're going to get to an ace eventually. That's how this business is, you guys. You just keep talking to more people. And if you talk to 100 to 200 people, you're going to get a customer, okay? Like, that's just how it goes. So just know that anytime you hear somebody say no or not right now, or even if they say something like, oh, you're crazy, you're going to be a failure, that's okay. And you just remember, okay, next.
They were a jack in the cards.
Yep. And, one of our leaders always says, like, some will, some won't. Who cares who's next? Okay. And what we mean by that is don't get like discouraged if somebody says no. You just have to keep talking to more people.
Yeah. So don't think if you start and somebody, you tell them what you're doing, they'll be like, you'll never be successful. Don't think that means you won't be successful. Yep. There are just a jack in your deck of cards.
And honestly, you guys, I want to tell you this.
There's always aces. So that's what we're saying. Like, you just keep going because you will hit those aces. And
I want to tell you something super exciting, you guys. And that is that when Danielle first started, she had people that she was even friends with, and they like even said some critical things and they made fun of her. And if that happens to you, I'm not saying it will, but if it does happen to you, then I want you to just remember this moment, okay? And if somebody says something negative to you, I want you to be like, oh, wow. Danielle, who's made $1 million from this business, had the same thing happen to her when she first started. That is a clue that you are going to be successful with this if you don't give up. And I'm telling you right now, those same people that made fun of her at the very beginning when she started are now the same people that are asking if they can stay in her beach house on the coast of Florida.
Do you know what's crazy is that a lot of those people who made fun of me for doing this business, now they've lost their jobs with this coronavirus and they are up a creek.
Yep.
And they're like, literally, one of them told me, I wish I would have listened to you and started your business. And I was like, well, it's not too late. You can now. But she was like, you know, you were the one who was the smart one while we were all the ones who were just crazy. And it's like, it's so true, you know? So now they're the ones who are in such a bad financial place because they didn't start the business, and they were the ones who made fun of me for starting it. But I didn't let them get me down. I just kept doing my business, you know? Let
it fuel your fire, you guys. Prove them wrong. And that's what we've done. I know you can do the same thing. So just know you're in good company if that does happen to you. Okay. So the next thing, just one quick side note on this. I want you guys to pay attention to what it is you're telling yourself every single day. All right. So your internal thoughts and your internal dialogue of what you're telling yourself has a big impact on this business. So if you're waking up every day saying, you know, I'm a failure, I suck, I can't do anything right, then that's going to impact what actually happens. Okay.
It's going to impact how you feel.
Yeah.
And it doesn't, like, there's nothing that can happen that means you are a failure. So it's really just from you telling yourself why you feel that way. So don't tell yourself those things. Just say, like, you know what? This is going to work. I'm going to find a way.
Yes.
Like, you want to make sure you're speaking those positive things over yourself every day.
Constantly be speaking positivity and speaking out where you want to go.
Yeah.
Talk about that, whatever that goal was you put in the beginning of this chat. Wake up every morning and say, I'm going to make $1,000 a month. I'm going to make $10,000 a month. I'm going to pay off all my debt. And this business is going to get me there.
And that doesn't mean that you might not have a worry come in and be like, well, hey, are you sure you can really do that?
Yep.
Like that little devil on your shoulder. But you just stop listening to them and you just be like, you know what? I'm going to go for this. And yeah, of course I can do it. And I'm telling you, that's what I did, you guys. There's nothing about me that anybody would have looked at me and said, she's going to be successful. Mm-hmm. I shouldn't, like, by any means have been successful, but I just decided I'm going to keep going. I'm going to go, I'm going to go, I'm going to go, I'm going to go. And like nothing can stop a train that's like constantly going forward. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's like, even what may look like it can stop you won't if you're just constantly taking one step forward. So it's like, you just want to tell yourself, this is where I'm going. 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 And you will eventually get there.
Yep. Really quick, I just want to hit on the topic of simplicity. Okay. And with this business, at any point, I think everybody at some point might feel overwhelmed or confused or something like that with something. I want you guys to just remember that this business can be very simple and that there's a solution for everything. Okay. Like Danielle said, we've got full-time lawyers doing this business and going to the top of the company in just a couple hours a day. All right. You can make it very simple. And so we've got a lot of tools and solutions for anything that might come up that you feel overwhelmed by. There's ways that like we can literally, like, I'm just going to show you guys a couple tools that like are examples of things that can simplify your business. Every time that you're like reaching out to somebody, talking to them about one of the products, you might think, oh my goodness, it's going to take so long to like write out all the answers to their questions. Well, guess what we do, guys?
And also, you don't ever want to make up an answer. We have answers for every question. We have answers for every script. If somebody's interested in the business and you don't know what to say, we have all of that done for you. So you don't have to take the time to figure it out, because I'll tell you, it takes a lot of time is trying to figure things out. So when you have all of that done for you, you don't have to waste all that time doing that. So you don't want to just like, you know, make stuff up on your own, but we have all of those scripts and everything available to you for free. People asked me this week, they're like, is your training like cost money when I join your team? I'm like, no.
And we have, if you haven't been added to our 1,000 Millionaires team page yet, then we can make sure that you get added to that. But it has an album in that team page with literally a message script already written out that explains every product. So you don't have to worry about writing up anything. And they've already been tested and proven to get people to order. So I'm going to show you guys really quick how easy this business is. And that is, let's say that somebody asks me, hey, how can I lose 30 pounds? You know what I do? I type in, there's a thing called text replacement that I can show you how to do. And you can literally type 3 letters like this, X. For me, I just made up a 3-letter combination, and I hit space, and it types out this whole script about the Thermofite X. All right.
So you might not even know what the Thermofite X is, but the whole point of what he's saying is that we have simple tricks that save time for you. So as you go along, if you want to ask us like, hey, what are your tricks? Your enroller probably knows them too, but if she doesn't, then you go to the enroller above her, your diamond leader and above, or us, like we can simplify everything for you. So Ben's using text replacement.
Yep.
So instead of copying and pasting, like if somebody's interested in one of our products, you have to send them the info. Okay. And instead of trying to say, well, where can I find the info from? You can save that info to your phone, the correct info that we give you, not made up,
right.
The correct info. And you can just click 3 buttons, JJJ, and it pulls up that whole script for you.
Yep.
So that way, when somebody's interested, it just takes you like 10 seconds instead of like 10 minutes. You know what I mean? So the whole point of that is that we have tricks that will help you along the way of your journey.
So stick with us. And seriously, I think the whole point of what I'm saying is like, if you at any point feel overwhelmed or you feel like, hey, like this seems like I don't have enough time, we can show you how to fit it in. We can show you how to make it simple.
We assure you that it's very simple and that anybody can do this.
So please reach out and please have that conversation with us, because there's always something we can do to help you simplify and make this super easy. Okay, another thing is, and we kind of already touched on this, but I have it in my notes. I'm just going to say it one more time. Don't feel like you have to reinvent the wheel, you guys. Don't try to recreate what we know already works. And, we got where we are now by copying what we already knew worked. And so copy us, copy like your leadership who's already successful and what they're doing, because what they're doing obviously works. Right. So don't copy the people that are just like, like haven't had success and they're just saying, hey, I did this today. Copy the people that are actually getting customers every single day, and actually can show you the right things, because that's your fastest path to success. So don't feel like, Danielle posts every day. You can post what Danielle's posting. You can post what your enroller posts. And we have a sample post group. It's like a group message on Facebook that has posts that work great for this business that Danielle sends every single day. So make sure that if you're like, hey, I don't know what to post, reach out to your upline, reach out to whoever you signed up with. If that's Danielle, reach out to Danielle and just say, hey, can you get me added to the sample post group? And that way you have content that you can post every single day. All right. So those are kind of some of the basics. I'm going to go over really quick your first couple of goals for how this works. All right. If you've already been in the business, you probably know about this. And, I know we've got some people who've been in for a few months, but if you're just now getting started, your first goal with this business is super simple. And it's just to get 6 new customers. So 6 people to order as a loyal customer.
Everybody write in the chat, 6 new customers. Yeah. And let me tell you guys, if y'all are already on here, who have gotten 6 customers before, like if you've been in the business for a year or something and you've already gotten your customers, write in the chat that you've already gotten yours. So the people who just joined will be able to know that they can get 6 customers too.
I'm going to tell you really quick what those 6 customers does for you. Number 1, getting 6 customers is going to, if you're in your first 30 days, if you get those first 6 customers in your first 30 days, then that's going to get you $150 shopping spree to buy products, clothes, different stuff off of the website. All right. That's just a cool little perk that you get. But even better than that is right now, if you get those 6 LCs, that qualifies you to earn a $15,000 bonus. Okay. So that's your first step to qualifying for a $15,000 bonus that you can earn. So that's huge. Number 3, if you get six new customers, that automatically qualifies you for commission so that you don't have to worry, you're going to get a paycheck, for sure. And so it's going to do that for you. If you just signed up for the business in the past 3 days.
I saw there's some people who are on here who have signed up in the past 3 days. One person signed up today.
So if you just signed up in the past 3 days when it was $49, then there is a special perk for you specifically where if you get your first 6 LCs, your first 6 customers in your first 30 days, then you get an extra $50 cash bonus on top of all of that. Okay. So that's just for those of you who signed up right now.
And you also get a $100, is it $100 shopping spree?
That's the $150 shopping spree.
Yeah, $150. Okay.
So you get the $150 shopping spree.
So how many people want to make money and lose weight at the same time? So you could get your 6 customers and you get $150 to buy any product you want from our company. It doesn't have to be weight loss, but I know a lot of people want to lose weight right now. But it can be like skincare, it could be anything, any of our amazing, incredible products. So you can get $150 free of our products.
Yep. So that's going on right now. And guys, all of that is not even counting the commission that you're going to make off of those customers. So that's just extra. So it's a great thing to do. I would definitely encourage you guys, go get those first 6 customers in the next 72 hours if you haven't already. All right, just go find those people, and we can show you how to do that. But that would be awesome. In addition to that, if you're able, you guys, I would highly encourage you guys to use the products yourself. If you haven't used the products yet, then I would just really encourage you guys. The products are so incredible. Every single day we get messages from our customers. These products are working so good, getting crazy results. Like, I mean, I think I just got a message the other day from somebody who lost 8 pounds in their first week, using some of our products. So, use them for yourself too, because then you're going to feel more confident. You're going to understand, whoa, I took that product and I felt so good. And you're going to get results, and then you're going to be able to share that, which is just going to be a boost for your business. So if you're not in a place financially where you can do that, that's okay. Because we never require you to order products. That's what I love about our company. They don't make you pay anything monthly. But if you're able to find a way to get some products, it's going to be so good for you and you're going to love them. So,
yeah. And we have like products that everybody wants. I don't know how many of you guys have heard of Dr. Nassif, who's on the show Botched on E. We made a skincare line with him. We even have a lash serum with him.
Yep.
So we have like incredible products, like something like, I feel like every single person in the world has one product from us that they at least need. You know what I mean?
It's true. So invest in your business if you can, and just and try the products yourself and let your family try them. Get your family on board so that they can experience it, because people are seriously loving these products right now. And then the next thing, you guys, is I just want to talk about being confident along with that. Go through every single day when you're working your business, when you're talking to people, be confident, because honestly, that's going to go further than anything else. All right. If somebody's coming to you being like, hey, how can I lose weight? And you're like, oh, I don't know. I'm not really sure about these products because, I haven't tried it yet. And I think that maybe it's a scam. Is anybody going to buy from you? No. But if you're like, guys, you got to try this.
My friend Danielle used the products and she loves them. Maybe you just started, so you haven't used the products yet, which is why, it's great to buy some if you can. But if you can't, look at how many people on here, right? Okay. If you guys who are on here who have used our products, write your favorites of our products in the comments in case some newbies haven't used our products. They can know what these products do. I lost so much hair last year, a year ago. I was balding, if you guys can still see where I was balding. And I had to take our collagen and hair, skin, and nails to grow my hair. That's why I have these little baby hairs back, because I was literally balding and up here. And so our collagen and hair, skin, and nails have helped me so much. We take our immunity every day. Our greens, our fat fighters are the best. I'm obsessed with them.
Yeah.
So much. So,
if you look on our team page, we've got so many different before and afters, so many different evidences that these products are incredible. A lot of our products are clinically proven to work. So you can be confident in being confident about these products.
Yeah. You don't have to know about every single product, but you can just know from all of us that these are amazing and that you are so blessed to be able to share these products with others.
And, if you're talking to somebody about the business that you're doing and a way to make extra income from home, tell them what you're going for, you guys. Talk about your goal. When Danielle first started, she was like, you know what? She was decided she was going to be successful with this and she wasn't going to give up. And I want you guys to just be confident in knowing that if you don't give up and you stick with this, you're going to go move forward and promote and hit your goal in this company.
I felt like such a failure when I first started. I was like, there's no way I can be good at this.
Right.
But like I said, like we talked about mindset, I just was like, I'm going to keep going. I'm going to keep going. I'm going to like, I even started saying, I'm going to retire my husband. You know, I started putting my goals out there. I said, I'm going to buy a beach house one day. Well, guess what? Because I kept going and I kept putting my goals out there, I was able to retire my husband. I was able to buy a beach house.
Yep.
So you just want to keep being confident, put your goals out there, and you keep going every single day, and you're going to start knocking off those dreams too.
And I want to share this too, guys. Like, maybe you don't feel confident in your ability to be successful with this business, and that's okay. If you don't feel confident, then that's not going to prevent you from being successful if you still follow the steps every day. All right. So I want you to know, borrow our confidence, because I can tell you with 100% certainty, no doubt, that if you do the actions every single day that we'll show you to do, then if you don't quit, you will be successful. And every person that we've told that to that actually followed through and did that has been successful. So I know that you can too. So take that, borrow that confidence if you have to, and just know you can go out there and tell people, you know what, I'm going to go be successful with this business. I'm going to go make $1,000 a month. I'm going to go make whatever your goal is. All right. And then people are going to be attracted to that. And it's going to make this business easier if you're communicating that vision. So yeah, first goal, get those 6 loyal customers. And now I'm going to talk to you about our daily to-dos for our business. Okay. So this is like
how many
checklist.
of you guys want to know, okay, well, what do I do every day?
Yeah. We've talked a lot about kind of the overview.
Just really quick, one shout out, because I just saw this one really quick. Rebecca Thomas has lost 46 pounds doing our ThermoFight X and our Fat Fighters. 46 pounds.
That's awesome.
Congrats, Rebecca.
So,
okay, sorry.
No, we're good. So I'm going to share basically like your daily checklist. What does this business look like on a daily basis? How do you actually get customers? Number one, we've kind of talked about this, and that's posting. Okay. So like Danielle said before, if you had a regular business, like a brick and mortar business, then every single day you walk in and you put your open sign on the door, right? Posting is like putting your open sign. So if you're not posting, people think you're closed. All right. So post every single day. Like we said, we've got the sample post message groups where Danielle literally sends great posting content every single day, every day of the year, that you can just copy and paste. So if, let's say you work a full-time job and you're like, hey, I don't have time to write posts every day. That's okay. We got you covered. Danielle has made it so you can literally take 5 seconds, go in there, copy, paste, post, you're done. All right.
Literally, it will take you less than 3 minutes.
Yep.
So, I mean, there's no such thing as I don't have time for that, because like in the amount of time it would take you to say, I don't have time for that, you could have just posted.
I always laugh because sometimes people will say, hey, like, I'll be like, hey, did you get a post up today? And they'll be like, no, I didn't have time. And I'm like, you just messaged me. That would have been time.
Like literally all you do is copy, hold your finger down, you copy, you go to your Facebook, you press paste. Because I have done the work to know, I know which posts work really good. And like, I know there's no time in you wasting time, like posting things that aren't great, you know? So we are really good. Our team is, so this month, our team, we have people who are the #1 customer enrollers on our whole team.
In the whole business.
In the whole entire company.
Yep.
So our team is amazing at signing customers. And we have like consistently had people who've signed the most amount of customers on our team. So this whole team is incredible at signing customers. We know what we're doing. Like we know how to help anybody sign customers. And
this business, like on our team, we are not going to hold back secrets from you guys. Okay. We're literally going to tell you everything that we know to be successful. So we're not withholding any information. Everything that we're doing that's gotten Danielle to the top of the company, that's getting those top enrollers to get all these customers, we're going to share all of that with you in detail if you want it. And it's just up to you whether or not you're going to put it into practice. So just be confident in in those kind of things that we're giving you. So number one is posting. And if you guys have like a pen and paper to write this stuff down, this is the most important things to write down, is what to do every single day. So number one, if you're taking notes, post. And post about the products. Number two is actually growing your network, okay? So those of you who are just now getting started, you may have thousands of friends on Facebook, or you may only have like 150. It doesn't matter. Where you're starting isn't the point. But this business is a numbers business. So the more people you talk to, the more customers you're going to get. So that being said, the more friends that you have on Facebook, the more people you're going to be able to reach, and the more people are going to sign up. So if you only have a few hundred friends, that's totally okay, but you're going to want to start adding new people every day. Okay. So, I would just encourage you guys, get up to, 3,000 to 4,000 friends on Facebook as quickly as you possibly can.
And that's just by adding random friends. Yeah. And if you don't know how to do that, message me or your enroller. But we'll tell you. We're just kind of giving you the overview, right. Not to overwhelm you. Maybe some of this you're like, I don't even know what that means. Just make a note of that. Say, I don't know what you meant by that. Yeah. And you can ask the person who enrolled you, or you can message me. But it's totally okay if there's something we're talking about that you don't even know what that is. It doesn't mean you'll be bad at this.
Not at all. Number three is going to be basically talking to new people somehow or another, whether it's through messaging. We've got some incredible methods.
This doesn't mean you have random conversations about like nothing.
No, right. So actually inviting, like asking people if they're interested in the products or the business. Maybe there are people that are commenting on your posts.
And we have methods for this. Yes. So don't feel like you are like, well, what does that mean? You know what I mean? We have our methods. We'll teach you.
We're going to walk you, if you're just now getting started, I want you to just be confident. We're going to walk you through step by step exactly how to do all of this. And it doesn't matter like what you have to work with. You can be successful doing all these things. But number three is just like talking, having, exposing people in an individual way to the products or the business every single day. Okay. Number four is following up. All right. In this business, they say that the fortune is in the follow-up. And here's why this is important, you guys. What I mean by follow-up is re-engaging the people who've been interested in the past who haven't yet joined or bought the
like that
products.
Means if you message somebody who comments on one of your posts, say you post about our cleanse, a post that we give you and somebody's interested and they don't buy right away, that's okay. Mm-hmm. Most people don't buy on the first time you present them the info. Like how many times do y'all see a commercial and you have to see the commercial like 10 times before you're like, oh yeah, I do want to go get that burger. It does look good. So following up means you just continue to say, hey, like, are you still interested? Yep. You just continue to put it out there for them. And then eventually they buy.
Expect to talk to somebody about one of the products or something like that at least 7 to 21 times before they actually decide to purchase it. All right. So some people will do it on the first time, but like just expect that you're going to talk to somebody at least 7 times or more before they actually decide to order. And that's the norm. All right. So if you're not following up with the people that you've talked to already once every week or every 2 weeks, then you're just not doing your job. And that's kind of what we get paid to do, is continue to just follow up and revisit and say, hey, are you still interested? And that's all it is. All right. Those are the basics. Of
yeah.
what to
and
do
maybe if you're new, you may be like, oh gosh, I don't even know what you just said. Like that just all went over my head. That's totally okay. Like I said, don't feel like you have to retain any of this information at all. We will literally walk you through step by step by step. So if you are new on here, we're going to give you a post in the chat that you can go copy and paste and put on your wall right now.
Yep. If you're new, or if you just want a good post right now, either way, I'll give you one that you can put up that works good.
And that's how we do it. We'll just say, here's a great post. If somebody comments, we'll give you what to say to them. And so we will literally walk you through step by step by step. But tonight we just kind of wanted to give you an overview and just, kind of really just welcome you to our team, be excited that you're here and that you joined, and truly maybe you feel like you don't know you don't know if you can be successful at this, you don't know if you have time, you don't know if you'll be good at this, but I promise you that you will. There's two things that I wanted to say. Is that number one, getting back to what somebody said about how somebody is mean, y'all, there are people who are mean to me about Lucy, my boxer. Like, there are just people who are mean in this world. There's people, like, I posted that I had an iPhone one time and people like went crazy saying that, you know, iPhones are a scam or something, like an iPhone, you know what I mean? Something that's very, what's the word? Popular.
Yeah.
So some people are just mean. If you come across any mean people, whether it's mean about your business or mean about anything, just block them. Like, you don't need to have that type of energy on your page. Just block.
Because if they're mean to you about this, they're going to be mean to you about other stuff too. And you don't want those kind of people around.
Yeah. The other thing is that we mentioned on here that my friend went presidential. She worked her business 2 hours a day. If that even sounds like a lot to you and you're like, I don't have 2 hours, then, you know, she makes $20,000 a month. Okay. So you have to think about that. Okay. Maybe you just want to make 1,000. Maybe you want to make 2,000. You can work this business with whatever time that you personally have. So if you only have 10 minutes to copy and paste a post, then that's what you do. Like, any little thing is going to help get you to where you want to go.
Yeah.
So do what you can with what you have, and that will be worth it. But right now we just put a post in the chat. Go ahead and copy and paste that and post it to your wall.
It's the one that says, anyone here love coffee? I need 4 people ASAP that love coffee and must want to lose at least 10 pounds. So you're just going to copy that entire thing and paste it on your Facebook and post it.
Yeah. And if anybody comments, message your enroller and ask them, okay, somebody commented, what do I say next? You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, that's another thing, you guys. I just want to mention this really quickly. If you are serious about doing this business and being successful, and if you really want to make this as easy for yourself as possible, to make the most that you possibly can, then this is a tip for you. The easiest way for us or the person that signed you up to help you is, anytime you get a message in your first few weeks of this business, take a screenshot and send it to the person that signed you up, and they'll tell you exactly what to say. All right. It's so much easier than if you're going back and forth and being like, she said,
screenshots.
He said. Just take a screenshot and send it. That way we don't have to wonder, like, are you asking this or is that the person asking you this? It makes it so much easier.
And take a screenshot of the whole combo. Because sometimes people send me a screenshot of like a random piece in the combo and I can't even put it together, like what they've talked about. So take a pic of the whole combo if you can, like when you started talking about the products, and your enroller will be able to easily help you. You guys, you don't have to know what you're doing. I promise you, this business can work for you, and we're here to help you. You couldn't have joined a better team. You could not have joined a better company, you know? And so we are here to help you. If you want to make $10,000 a month, if you want to make 6 figures, if you want to make 1,000, if you want to make 2,000, we can help you. You have to be willing to keep going and be willing to not give up, you know, because I'm telling you, there's going to be something where it's going to make you feel like, can I be good at this? You know what I mean? But I promise you, if you're willing to trust us and trust the process, you will be successful. The only way to fail is to quit.
Yep. That's
the only way to fail. That's it.
And we really mean that. And
like, we really know that to be true for real.
It's the truth. And I forgot what I was going to say.
Yeah.
I had something and it seemed important, but I can't remember what it was. But yeah, just trust the process, you guys. And really, throughout, no matter where you're at, if you just started today, or if you've been in this business for 3 months, continue the conversation with us as your team leaders, because we want to help you be successful, and we can literally help you overcome any obstacle that might present itself to reach your goal. And I'm trying to remember what it was. Connie said, need Skinny Brew, man. I don't know what she means, but yes, Skinny Brew is amazing. But I wish I could remember what I was going to say.
Well, it's okay. Whatever it is, we are here to help you. We're not going anywhere. We're not going to ghost you. Like, we love this business. It's changed our life.
That's what she meant. Yes, I need my skinny brew so that I can remember what I had to say.
Oh.
That's so true. Yeah, but seriously, guys, like we want you to be successful. Oh, I remember what I was going to say. And that is that our team page is called 1000 Millionaires. And the reason for that is that our vision for this team is to actually help 1000 plus people be able to make $1 million with this business. So if that's your goal, then you're in the right place because we can show you how. And we're excited to do that for you. So, so that's it. If you guys have any questions about anything that we talked about, please message the person you signed up with as soon as we get off of this before you forget.
Also, if you guys learned anything, could you put it in the chat? If you learned anything, if something inspired you, if you have a takeaway, put it in the chat so we can all like encourage each other.
Also, one thing I forgot to mention, and that is that those of you who have just signed up in the month of March, anybody who signed up in the month of March, you have April, June, all the way till the end of July to earn your $15,000 bonus by promoting to Diamond. So I just want you guys to know that stick with this for 90 days straight, because you could make a $15,000 bonus if you're serious.
But even
about
go
this
for
business.
1 year. That's true. Get your bonus. But y'all, when I started, this is what I said. I said, God, you can either bless this business or not, but I'm going to give it my all. And I don't want to be the reason that you don't bless it because I just like don't do it. You know what I mean? Or don't keep going with it. So I said, I'm going to give it a year. And that's what I told my friends, because my friends were really skeptical too. And, I joined, but I was like, guys, there are these girls who are making $30,000 a month paychecks, $10,000 a month paychecks from their phone. So I was like, we have to just try this thing. Like, we would be dumb not to.
Yeah.
So I said, okay, let's just do this. If in a year we're making a zero, we can quit, but we need to try this for a year. Like, we have to really give it a try for a year. And that's what I did. And now I'm one of those people. You know what I mean? So it's like, it's so worth it to do this business. It can really change everything for you.
Yeah. So we're excited to help all of you guys. If any of you, like I said, if any of you guys have any questions, or if you're ready to just say, hey, what's the next, like, one thing that I can do to work my business? Then, first of all, go put up a post, but second of all, message the person that you signed up with. If that's Danielle, please send her a message as soon as we get off. That way we can give you like some really specific guidance for what you can do next. But guys, we've still got so much time left in this month to make your paycheck for March amazing. So if you want to make an amazing paycheck for March, then we've got 6 days left to just really knock it out of the park.
And if you want to help people, you guys, there's people from 18 to 80 years old who need this business right now because of this economy and what's happening with this coronavirus. So you can be the person that shares an opportunity with them that completely changes their life. We have such an opportunity to help people right now.
It's so true. And I, like I said, I can't tell you how many people that we've been able to help, even just in the past 20 days since this whole thing started, who are just so thankful for what we're able to offer them and able to give to them through this opportunity. So seriously know that, like, yeah, you're making a great paycheck, but you are going to really help a lot of people if you stick with this and just every single day make sure you're doing your checklist. So anyway, we love you guys, and we look forward to talking to you one-on-one after we get off of here to help you guys get started and making some progress in your business. You have anything else, babe?
No, that's it. Bye, you guys.
All right, you guys have an awesome rest of your night. We'll talk soon.